transforming fear into love. In this video, Benjamin Fry explores how we could all transform our fear into love. He explains that this transformation is actually simple nervous system biomechanics. You say in your book, "I believe that working on the nervous system transforms fear into love, and I say this not as a mystic but as a scientist. It might sound like the kind of thing you'd hear in religion, but for me, this is simple nervous system biomechanics." So when we look at the nervous system and all the work that you do, then we really can see how we can move from fear into love within the bigger picture. Okay, so what are someone's options if they don't want to do this on their own?
Okay, well, we always talk about this premise that we're all a mammal, and our mammal's just waiting to recover ourselves if we leave it alone. Firstly, everything's a metaphor, so nothing's ever quite that simple. And secondly, I think humans are incredibly complicated. So once we've developed layers upon layers upon layers of difficulty, then we can sometimes need extra help. Probably the original nervous system-oriented psychologies were things like somatic experiencing, sensory motor psychotherapy, and EMDR, which emerged from the 70s, 80s, and these all come out of America. Stephen Porges has really contributed with the polyvagal theory. Many people have contributed greatly to this area, and they all come out of America. So all the treatment modalities are considered to be kind of American innovations. So if you're thinking about help in the UK, you want to have a look for these modalities that are distributed in the UK. And the complicated things comes when people are really unwell and they need a combination of residential treatment and these kind of treatments. And that's what I needed when I went into treatment. And so, the clinic I set up, Chiron Clinics, is a copy of that treatment in America. And we've kind of gone beyond that now. We've created an alternative to hospitalization that hopefully holds people in a kind of hospital-ish setting, but without the dysregulating aspects of hospitals. Because one of the biggest problems for severe cases is that the kind of things that make people end up in hospital are then repeated in hospital. Like, for example, forced restraint if they're really dysregulated. And that's a disaster when you've had people who've had experiences like that in childhood. So it depends. It depends where you are in the world. It depends whether you've got insurance or the state will pay for things. It depends whether you've got any money. It depends what the severity of your problems are. But fortunately, I think there are, to a certain extent, some solutions at every level. I mean, self-help's great. If you go to theinvisibleline.com, you can download stuff for free. You don't have to buy anything. That's, I think, the beginning. And then you can do some group work, which is not always that expensive. You can join things online. You can do one-to-one work with people. Some of that's now done really successfully over Zoom. So you can, someone in Lithuania can have a practitioner in California. And if you want to see people in person, like I say, there's organizations like mine and even clinics like mine, and there's other places in America. But the key thing is, are the therapies or the organizations or the treatments, are they built from the ground up on understanding the nervous system? Or are they just something else that says they've tacked on a bit of saying, we treat trauma, or we offer a bit of somatic experiencing, or we do a bit of this? Because really, you understand that the whole thing is about context. So unless the treatment sits within a context that understands the nervous system, it may even make your nervous system worse.